Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Going to look at some notebooks today. Journals, notebooks, as you like. And this isn't something I generally do much of. I don't know why I don't talk more about paper. Because like a lot of you, if you love pencils and you love pens, you probably love paper. And I do too. And I have a number of notebooks, but I just choose to talk about other things. But I wanted to talk about these because I saw these and picked them up recently at my local Walmart store, and when I saw them I kind of smiled because not too long ago I had noticed that there was another line of notebooks called Field Notes, and I'm sure some of you are familiar. Those are really high quality, beautiful notebooks, and I believe that they had done a National Parks series where they featured images of various national parks on the covers of the notebooks. So here at Walmart are notebooks, a 3-pack for under $3. Okay, under $3. Featuring 3 national parks. So I get what they're trying to do, and while I have really no expectations for these to be in the same kind of league or ballpark as the Field Notes in terms of, say, the paper quality, perhaps the binding quality, things like that, I also understand that there's a lot of people who simply are priced out of some of those higher end stationery items, be it pens, pencils, notebooks. Not everybody can afford to buy Black Wings. It's just a luxury they can't afford as much as they might like them and revere their quality. It's just not in the cards. And so the same goes for notebooks. So it's like, okay, well, if you can afford to spend $3 and get these, then what are we getting? We're getting 3 notebooks, and you can see here they each have 100 pages. They are ruled, whether it's, I don't know if they're wide ruled or college ruled, we will see. There is, looks like Yosemite, Yellowstone, and Acadia. And so there's 3 journals. Well, let me flip this. UPC code, what do we have down here? What's to note? They are made in India, where a lot of the pen and gear pencils and pens are made also, for that matter. So let's look at our 3 notebooks. And I actually think the artwork on the covers is nice. And I love they all have sort of a different kind of color theme and a different, I don't know if looks like the Yellowstone might be in a different font a little bit. Not quite sure. So let's start with the Yosemite. We have the front cover, we have the back cover. The back cover ties in here. And then the Yellowstone, we have our front cover and our back cover. The back cover ties in. And then Acadia, front and back. Again, they're pulling a color out of the skies in all three of these scenes for the back covers. The covers themselves are fairly thick cardstock. I don't know if you can quite tell. I don't have a micrometer. I can't tell you exactly. It's heavy. And the binding appears to be sewn. Let me come to the center here. So you can see there's about a stitch per line. I was trying to gauge college or wide, and I would say it's neither. It's narrower than wide, and it's wider than college, so I don't know what you call it. Those of you who really know your notebooks can share with me. But you've got a sewn binding, which I think is nice, and the cover itself, since the stitching does not go into the cover obviously must be glued on. So there's the notebook. They did not offer these in grid or dot or any other format, at least not that I saw or not in my store. The paper itself is certainly a heavier weight than, say, you would get in any typical spiral notebook, school notebook, certainly heavier than, a sheet of loose leaf paper. I can't quite tell you what the weight of this paper is, but it is not insubstantial. Yeah, it has a nice finish on it. Very sort of matte. Again, I think the artwork isn't bad at all. How they would hold up under heavy use, I don't know. They, at least at my store, they were only available in this size. I couldn't see one like a pocket size in this, but perhaps at other stores maybe they have other things. So I'm going to get a pencil and we'll write, we'll try. Let's start with the Acadia. We'll do some writing on the paper and see how it feels with a pencil and pen. Okay, I'm using just a Bic Crystal, standard 1.0 millimeter medium point, and we'll do a little writing on this page. Very nice feel with the ballpoint pen. I don't have another kind of pen handy to try, although I generally only use a ballpoint pen. I don't know how this would be with, say, a fountain pen or a gel pen, but it's very faint. I'm a heavy-handed writer, so often the back of the page gets a little embossed from my writing, and I feel only a very slight, and not everywhere, but a very slight raising of the paper as I write. So it certainly would not prohibit me from writing on both sides of the page. Nice finish on the paper. Here is a Tombow 2558 HB. You know, I would say that for people who maybe are just thinking about journaling and getting into a lot of personal writing and aren't sure if it's something that they might want to pursue as a starter, wow, I think these are nice, particularly if if you have any kind of sort of interest or attraction to our beautiful national parks, which are a total national treasure. This is sort of a nice tie-in with that. I did not notice that there were any other themed collection of notebooks, at least, again, not at the store I was at, but I like these. Again, for $3, I think they are, they're good. So I will thank you for watching, and please subscribe, share, and like. And let me know if you want me to do more paper kind of reviews, although I'm not a notebook nut. That's just not something that I have a lot of, but I have a few. And I'll try to work in some more closer looks at different paper. We'll see you again soon here on Always Analog.